All right, check this. A suggestion via a channel member, guys. Let's go and jump into it, guys. Let's do it. The title is Wild.
And you need to unmute.
What's in your mouth?
All right, yeah. I don't know what you're doing with your piercing in your tongue,
That's a
but we
piercing?
don't need to see that. I want to see it.
Oh, my bad. I'm at work. My bad.
So that makes
All
it
right, we
better?
don't do my bads here. We just don't do it. So if you want to continue to appear by Zoom, you need to appear appropriately dressed, and nobody wants to see you fiddling with your tongue piercing. All right,
Right.
you're going to be back
Guys, my aunt is a literal savage here. I just want you to know this.
on June 2nd. And June 2nd, you can appear by Zoom, but if the court finds that you are not behaving appropriately, Zoom, that will be suspended. All right, thank you. It gets to be like 60. Oh my
What's
gosh,
going on
it's
here?
too cold. All right,
What
so
are you
miss,
wearing?
you need to be out of that bed, and you're not dressed appropriately
Wow.
for Zoom.
Cover that up.
All right, you need to put on a jacket or something, miss.
Strike two.
We'll get that.
She's not doing none of what you're saying.
All right, miss, you need to put on a jacket or something.
Right. Okay. Just rule against her. We're good. Bro, she is fed up with
Yes.
this nonsense, guys.
I'll text her.
All right, thank you. And I just sent her a chat.
Okay.
So if you just step to the side and I'll call you right back. And is this going to be an agreement or jury trial?
There's gonna be an agreement, ma'am.
All right, so if you all will get the paperwork ready.
I have several courts to be in today. Could we do this on another day? I've got,
I mean, we're
what?
here, she's here.
Okay, and we can do it via, I believe she's in Chicago, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, at least Illinois.
All right,
That's
so,
fine. I can text you when the paperwork's ready.
okay.
all right, so I'm going to put you in the waiting room and they'll get the paperwork sent to you. Ms. Ferguson will need your email and her email. All right, thank you.
Let's
Yes,
go.
Judge, we went through the paperwork earlier, so she's all set.
Now she needs to be sworn in.
Okay,
And if you go in that breakout room, the clerk will let you know if they have all the paperwork or if there's some issue.
okay.
Please do not leave the room until someone requests you leave the room.
I know I'm trying to get back and join that room, but I don't know how to get
Gave
back
you
in.
another room so it could pop up on your screen. And it's now room number 2. And are you Miss Walton?
You're muted.
You need to unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Miss Walton, you have a right to appear in
It's
person.
unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Stop interrupting.
Are you able to hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
So then why are you talking?
All right, Miss Walton, you have a
Jail.
right to appear in person in court, but I am in receipt of a consent to plea by video conference. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and electronically sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna have to speak up. Nobody can hear you.
I think it's just what I'm on, but yes, yes.
What you're on? What do you want?
You can hear me?
Yes. Did you review the true bill of indictment? You're saying yes?
Yes, I did.
All right, did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with intentionally or knowingly committing bodily injury against a child, elderly or disabled person at a state facility?
Oh, she's like a CNA or something, and she put hands on the people? Oh, no. Oh, no. Jail.
Yes.
That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Should be
According to
more.
the plea, punishment is to be assessed at $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with the complainant, the anger management course, and you're prohibited from practicing as a nurse in the state of Texas. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense is
Yeah, guys, how is this actually teaching any type of accountability if every single time when you guys send me specifically videos like this, I'm seeing people being like not being held accountable for their actions? Listen, if you put your hands on someone, specifically you're like a nurse and you like lost control on most likely some elderly person in a nursing home, this person here, what do they get out of this here, guys? Nothing. They get nothing out of this here. They don't even get to see the person that was basically putting hands on them see any actual jail time. You're basically saying, no, just pay me pay the state $1,500 and say you'll never be a nurse again. All right. And you're free. How about the person that they got hands put on them? What about that person? They get no retribution for these actions, guys. Because I wonder if the person that got injured specifically is going to see any of that $1,500, and that's still not enough.
Is that the plea?
Yes, it is.
Outside the agreement, the state is
ridiculous,
requesting
guys.
that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years, and there'll be 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
So basically, pay the state
Yes.
money,
Then to the offenses charged, how
Do
do
free
you plead?
work for the
Guilty, not
state.
guilty, or no contest?
not the victim.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client is in Chicago. She understands, she should not have slapped this individual. She
Wow.
does accept responsibility for it. She would just like to move on and be able to work and complete her probation without any problems.
I'm sure deep down she just wants probation and to walk out like everything is fine. But the way she's carrying herself tells a completely different story
Right.
here.
Complete
I mean,
trash.
flicking your tongue piercing at the judge like you're bored in class isn't exactly a winning strategy here. Then to top it off, she comes back to court without even bothering to wear a shirt. Like she just rolled out of bed and wandered in. That's not even
No
just
respect.
disrespectful. It shows the court that you don't care about what's at stake.
Not
and
at
with
all.
a case that carries up to 20 years in prison, I mean, that kind of attitude doesn't just hurt your chances. It literally destroys them. I mean, judges look at body language, effort, and respect before they even weigh punishment. If you can't put on a shirt for court, how are you supposed to follow probation rules?
All right, so how much training does she have in the field? Is she a licensed nurse, or is
She's gonna be a CNA.
she a person that somebody
doubt.
hires and says, hey, we need somebody to come in as a caregiver?
Say it.
She will have to answer that one.
All right, are you a licensed nurse?
No, I'm working towards getting my CND.
How'd I know? Guys, listen, I'm not trying to sit here and throw dirt on people's names here, guys, or their professions, but guys, I've noticed a lot of these cases where it's generally like the CNA. CNA basically meaning like a certified nursing assistant or something like that, guys, right? These are the entry-level people. These are the people who have not actually kind of gotten into the mental state of being around people who may be moderately difficult. These are some of the people who are just trying to get out of their current situation. They did not specifically, they may have not chosen nursing. That was like an afterthought, most likely after multiple kids, based off of what I've experienced, at least coming from the Black American community. They have had multiple kids. They are trying their hardest to basically climb their way out of legitimately struggle and survival modes and like the ghetto mentality. And they're still kind of stuck in it at that point, right? So I've seen a lot of cases that you guys have sent me where it's generally like a CNA that has put hands on people or done something absolutely crazy, because again, this is them coming out of the absolute like horror their life has been, basically. That's generally what I've experienced. Is it everyone? Probably not, guys. No, right? But if they're a nurse and they're putting hands on people, it's generally them.
All right, so this is a situation where somebody just hired you to come in and work in the facility.
I'm a caregiver.
All right, so
Wow.
what's your level of education to be a caregiver?
I finished high school.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You finished
See,
high school.
this
Great.
is what I mean. Everybody's just letting everybody be a caregiver. And the problem is that being a caregiver for somebody, I think that's sort of like a calling. You have to have said, you know what, I'm going into that
From the
field.
beginning,
Because
from the
you're
beginning.
dealing with people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, people who can't take care of themselves, people who need somebody to bathe them. The patient gets upset because they're not doing what they're allowed to do anymore. They can't communicate because they have dementia and Alzheimer's. Then everybody and their mothers just hiring random people, paying them minimum wage
Right,
or
a
less
CNA,
than.
right.
And then we end up here with somebody
Over and
slapping
over
somebody who
and
has
over
dementias and Alzheimer's.
And over again. Yep.
So
She's fatigued.
I
as
know
hell,
you all
guys.
say she's prohibited from practicing as a nurse in the state of Texas.
Good.
Okay, but she's not a nurse. She's not licensed to be a nurse. This is just somebody that somebody just hired off the street
Yep.
and said, hey, you have a high school diploma. You want to receive minimum wage to take care of people that nobody else maybe wants to take care of.
Right.
And this is where we end up. And what was the name of this facility? Let me see. Chapters Living of San Antonio.
Go ahead and look into
All
them,
right.
guys.
This is what the court is going to do. Does anybody want to speak to length of probation? The state is asking for 3 years. All right, court is going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. There is to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider, no employment with working with minors, no employment with working with people who are disabled. There's to be no practicing as a nurse in Texas or anywhere else. So I'm just going to say no practicing as a nurse. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs, 120 hours of community service restitution. The $1,500 fine will be probated. There's to be anger management. I'm ordering anger management because you all agreed to it, but it just appears that you were a person who should never have been working with
That's
someone in any
a
type of
lot
facility or
of
young
them.
children
Right.
or people who have mental health issues. That's just not a field for you.
Right.
Good luck to you. Don't take any more of these positions that requires you to have patience and that requires you to be
Competence.
with someone who has dementia, Alzheimer's, they're elderly, they need somebody to be kind and patient with them.
Mhm.
You shouldn't work in those positions. Do you understand?
Yes.
And I do fault the company that hired you as well.
Honestly, the tough part
Nah, guys, hold on. I mean, do you fault the company that's only there for the sole purpose of making money? I don't know. I guess I can give them 20%, right? But the problem is that, like, my experience with dealing with people specifically, like coming from like the hood, at least, they all want to be nurses, bro. And they all want to be nurses because in their head, they're like, you know what, this can take me out of my survival mode. This can take me out of my situation. But the problem is that they never get to the point where they can kind of step away from like the literal ghetto, guys, right? They can't. It's like it's so ingrained and like into who they are and how they deal with life that when they, go into these like CNA positions, they have no patience for the people that they're dealing with. Again, is this everyone? No, right? But is it the cases that you guys tend to send me? Yes. And some real life experiences that I've encountered where everyone basically is like, I'm going to be a nurse. Everyone is a nurse. Everyone, right? Like, and let them be from the Caribbean and they're going to be super nurses, right? Like everyone is going to be a nurse. That's just kind of what it is. And not many of them, knowing some of them in real life, not many of them should actually be in positions where they're dealing with people with issues. Okay. Like being like stuck in like survival mode in a consistent way, at least, does not generally make you a super great person, guys. It doesn't. You're gonna need like therapy to kind of get out of the short-temperedness, right? And I'm specifically referring to ghettoized people. Understand this here, what I'm speaking about this here. Like, I want people that are from these type of areas that are inundated with the culture of like the hood, to understand. I'm not specifically saying that there's no chance, but there's a lot of therapy needed, bro. Okay, like there's a whole lot in order for you to deal in like professional society or society that has a different overall culture than whatever ghetto you're coming from, guys, right? Understand this here: the culture of violence, the culture of vulturism. Let's just say this here, the culture of crab in a barrelism. Let's just say this here also, right? You have to understand that the world responds very differently to nearly everything than it responds to in the ghetto, if that makes any sense. Like how they respond to things, short-tempered, super fast, crash out mentality. I'm going to just completely destroy my life over the smallest petty thing of like someone stepping on my shoe. Okay, if you care that much about that shoe, then that means that you probably spent your last on that shoe. Why would you spend your last on that shoe? Okay, if that makes any sense here, right? Maybe you didn't need that shoe to begin with, because it seems like that's like kind of the crux of the scenario here. There's a like a literal chance to get out of this stuff, but you need massive amount of therapy. And And I'm not someone who tells people they need therapy, but I do think that if you're coming from this area and you're these type of areas at least, and you're trying to escape it to the point where you become like a productive member of society, you're going to have to understand that no one cares about none of that victim nonsense out there, bro. All right. Like, stop being the victim. All right. Your life is your legitimate life. You're causing all of these things yourself. All right. You need to escape this. You need to get some therapy, get some help that'll take you out of whatever this mindset is that is keeping you in this scenario here. My opinion, obviously. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. All right. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean, hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry, right? Listen, like and subscribe.